Hello and welcome to another episode of Geek-Men and the Masters of the Thunder Nerds. I am Dustin.
I am Zombie.
Indeed. And we are here for another ADHD theater. Whatever you want to call it.
Dramatic pause.
Yeah.
End of are we still doing seasons? How are we doing that before?
End of.
So is this like season finale of this year?
Yeah, I guess it is it is the new year this Monday, so it's still so hard to get through your head. I don't know.
Another year gone.
Yeah. I don't know. Hey, Jessica.
Hey, Jessica.
Man.
I'm going to try not to be a snotty mess. I don't know. I'm having some kind of allergy attack. So I apologize ahead of time if I'm the whole episode.
All right, we have another comment from Broman of Eternia. He says, "Ahoy, hoy, ahoy, hoy." Yeah, that's what he said.
Hoy, ho, ho, ho.
Ahoy, 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 hoy. Okay, so
how now, brown cow?
What do you have anything for in the box?
I ain't got shit.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Do you?
All right, so I definitely
did you get anything cool for Christmas?
I did, and let me see. I'm trying to figure out how to show you.
How to show me?
Yep.
Show me. Ah. Cool.
I got this from my mom. And it's this really cool banner.
Yep.
I
That's the artwork that Bo did for us for the show. Very awesome. Very cool. So how did she order that?
She ordered it from the storefront that we had up for a long time, and she ordered that and this shirt.
I saw the shirt. I wasn't gonna say anything. I was gonna let you bring it up.
Yeah.
Not all of us can be a snazzy dresser.
It's my podcast. It's we got to advertise. So, see, she's bought me every shirt that I have for the show currently, and I just realized I don't have my hat. I feel so naked.
Oh,
but that's okay. Just
it's been a
picture
long
a hat on my head. What'd you say?
It's been a long week. I still don't have a hat within arm's reach to even participate with.
Yeah.
I have some somewhere, not here.
I don't even know where another hat is. But regardless, it doesn't matter. So I got that really awesome banner. So, and that was all of from Bo's artwork that he did for the show, and so that was really cool. And from Harley on the show, he sent me some really awesome comics.
Oh, cool.
So this is the Thundercats source book from Wildstorm, and it's basically just going over all the people, all the characters and whatnot. And I got He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, and I got 2 of those. But he also sent me this and this.
Cool.
Issues
That's
2.
Classic comic books.
2, 3. Yeah. Yeah, so that was really cool of him. And it was definitely a nice surprise. And my other Christmas gift was The Last Ronin from my
Ah,
mom. And I'm excited to read this.
is
As
that the complete collection?
far as I know.
It looks like
Uh,
it might be.
I mean, it's a thick chunker book.
Is that a
Uh,
hardback?
yeah,
Oh, nice.
yeah, it's really nice. Trying to see if there's like a table of contents or something.
Probably
But
not for a collected edition like that. Probably not. It would probably say somewhere on either one of the first couple of pages or in the last page if it's the complete collection or if it's like I don't know how they classify it first half or whatever.
yeah,
That one
no,
wasn't very
I think
long
it's
though.
all of them. But this is obviously just the first set, not um the other sets. I saw that they're um releasing Last Ronin Part 2 and stuff. So I'm really
Oh,
excited. I haven't read it yet, but
it was good.
yeah.
It was real good. I read it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You'll enjoy it.
Oh, so the other thing I got just came recently is this fun little it's from Tonson Art Toys, and if I can get it out of the package here,
Oops. Let me turn.
it's
Sorry.
the Berserker Blue Vegeta heads.
Nice.
And so
So what
it
does that go on?
oh, I don't even remember what I paid for it. I think it was like $30 maybe. But it has all these different heads and expressions. Comes with another neck peg um, to be able to swap his heads to his blue legendary look, I guess.
Hmm.
Um,
And those fit onto what?
the it goes on the Vegeta head. I could pick whichever Vegeta I want. So it can go on the SH Figure Arts. I'm thinking of putting it on my superhero body, the jazz hands here. Yeah. Because I like that one, but I don't. This is the other Vegeta I have, and this is an SH Figure Arts. Dang it.
Ah,
It's the his more iconic look, which I believe he had the blue hair in this outfit, but I just don't want to take him out of this. I don't know. It's just he's just so perfect in this outfit. But anyway,
that particular one looks like it's the Cell Saga armor because it has
yeah,
the straps over the shoulder.
yeah. What?
Because I
What
think
did I do?
after that it was he lost he or not lost, but he didn't use the chest armor during the Boo saga. It was just the blue like tank top shirt.
Mm.
And then for his training with Whis and Super, he went back to the armor, but it didn't have like that the golden brown straps. It was all white.
Yeah, it had the little squiggly circle too that he was training under Whis. But yeah, I don't know. I liked it. I thought that was a cool thing, and yeah. So
Very
I got
cool.
that from Constant Art Toys.
I was
and
looking around. I really didn't get anything. It feels so weird. Usually I've got something to show, but I don't know. I opened up this guy, but I didn't put a plunderling on him yet or nothing. That was the thing from Ollie's from last week to before.
Dude,
I don't know.
That looks like it would be so good for these. Oh
man. Yeah, and he's kind of, it's bigger than I expected it to be. Like just next to one.
Oh, dude, that is perfect.
But yeah, like put him on the back.
I love it.
Yeah, that's a quick and dirty version of what I'm probably gonna do and take pictures of.
Yeah.
The plunder longs will probably look a little bit better on this guy. I dropped him. I don't know. We'll see. I'll get around to it eventually.
You're really blurry, just so you know.
I think I'm having internet trouble.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Well, here's the snots. Am I still blurry?
Yeah, you're fine. You're more legible than before.
Hopefully it clears up. I don't know. It's weird. I keep getting the little the Wi-Fi icon pop up. So I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on with that.
Yeah.
Kids might be
never can tell.
Kids might be using a little more bandwidth or something. Who knows? Hey, look who showed
rotten
up.
Kids.
Vegeta, yes. Between your coughing and my snotting, we're gonna have a hell of a show.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be the best ever.
So how was your Christmas?
It was good. Yeah, I think we all had a good time. Other than being sick.
Yeah.
And trying to get over all this stuff. It was. I feel like I slept for like almost an entire day. One of the days, I don't remember which one, but I feel like I slept the entire day. And so my wife had to have a sleep study. And so and Jessica said they all had the flu over Christmas, so that's no fun. And so my wife had to have a sleep study. So I took that opportunity to have a quote unquote sleepover with my girls. And so we stayed up late and ate snacks in bed, which is totally not allowed ever. Just, it was just a fun time. And we watched Fellowship of the Ring, the first Lord of the Rings movie.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And so then the next day we started the Fellowship, or the Two Towers, which I was nervous to start, and because they're not 13. And those are PG-13 movies.
Well, you use your parental discretion.
They're 7 and they're 10 and Oh my god. Oh my god. So they're 10 and
Oh,
6.
Jessica, I
7
know what you
soon.
mean. They're long.
They
Oh.
are.
I tell you what, I've never once fallen asleep during one of them, but I have fallen asleep watching Underworld.
I've fallen asleep during both of them actually, but doesn't mean I like them either one any less, but still. Um,
Oh, I found Underworld incredibly boring.
oh man, I thought that movie was really entertaining, and because I was really into the whole idea of them like hibernating the one and then drawing them
Oh,
back with the blood and stuff like that.
yeah, the vampire elders and stuff. Now, I'm not saying all of it was bad,
Yeah.
but just it had its moments where it would just drag on. It felt like kind of the same thing with Lord of the Rings, but I mean, I can kind of sort of stand Lord of the Rings a little bit better.
Yeah. And he just finished the Lord of the Rings extended editions. Yeah, we're watching the extended edition of Two Towers. But at the time when I first watched it, I hadn't seen that there was an extended version of Fellowship on streaming. So we didn't do that, but we're doing it for the next one, and it's weird because they are excited about it. They
Really?
they they are really enjoying it.
So are they actually paying attention to some of the story, or are
Oh,
they
they
just like
are. They're asking full
special
on
effects?
questions. They're like,
Nice.
"Oh, but I'm confused." And I'm like, "Okay, I'll pause it." And okay,
Understandable.
what are you confused about? Well, is that a bad guy or a good guy? And it's like, oh, and then Cadence said, "Oh, great. So now he's using the Force." Because he reaches out and grabs Gandalf's staff and pulls it to him. And I'm like, that's not the Force. He's a wizard. A wizard.
uh,
It's like magic.
well, I mean, some people say the Jedi are space wizards.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, yeah. But yeah,
She's
it's
not completely wrong.
yeah, it's not. But I was like, well, he's basically casting a spell, and it's like, okay, so he's casting a spell and trying to cause them to fall down when they're on the mountain, the treacherous mountain and stuff,
These are not the droids you're
and
looking
trying
for.
to get him to go the way he wants him to. And so yeah,
Casting a spell.
yeah, yeah, they are all on Max, and
We're talking
yeah.
about so many different movies. I don't know what's on Max.
Oh,
Lord of the
the
Rings?
Lord of the Rings extended
Okay.
versions are on
Back on
Max.
track.
Yeah. And
Okay.
my kids love Star Wars, but I can't stand them. Oh my gosh.
Okay. Moving on. Well, we almost had we almost ended up with a
You will
puppy.
like them. You will like them.
No, get out of here. No, we almost ended up with a puppy.
What?
The sister-in-law showed up with 3 puppies.
Oh jeez. What? How
They were
brutal.
probably maybe 3 weeks old, maybe a little bit older, maybe 4. They could have been a month old, whatever. They were old enough, I guess, to eat solid food
Oh
because
really?
that's what they were giving them. So they weren't still nursing. I'll put it that
Okay.
way. So, and we weren't even really sure if they were all from the same litter. They all had the same color. One was really small, and then there was 2 females, 1 male. The male was a bigger build than the smaller one, but looked like the smaller one. And then there was one that was about the size that he was. It was a girl, and she had like shaggy hair. So it was really strange, but they all had the same color, the same pattern.
Huh.
So one of the puppies wandered up in their yard, so they picked it up and was like, "Oh my gosh, somebody's missing a puppy." And then the second one showed up a little bit later, so they're going, "Oh no, there's puppies out here somewhere on the loose." And then, like the next day or something, some lady found another one on the side of the road in front of their house and knocked on the door and said, "Is this your puppy?" And so the sister-in-law was like, "Well, no, but I found its sister and brother, so I might as well take that one too." And they were traveling here from 2 states away. So they all loaded up with the puppies, and came over. So we had puppies for Christmas visiting. And everybody was like, "No, I don't need another dog. No, we're not keeping them. No." We weren't sure what type of puppies they were, but it was definitely some type of mixed breed because it didn't look obviously like something else. But one of the possibilities for the mix, the male especially, looked like it had pit bull in him, and we're like, "Nope, no, don't want them." The shaggy one kind of looked like, almost looked like a border collie mixed with like a what am I looking for? One of those like Australian Shepherd dogs or something like that. It looked like one of those, but if it came from the same litter, then it could possibly still have the pit bull in it. We're not a fan of pit bulls. No offense to those that are, they're just not for us. We have one dog already. It's a little Shih Tzu, if you must know, and it's not going to hurt nobody. So, we almost ended up with a puppy for Christmas.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Jessica.
Yeah,
they just lost their dog, low key.
Yeah, I remember that being brought up for him.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, it sucks losing a pet.
Yeah, it's like, well, I mean, especially if you've had them for a while, it's a family member. You lost a family member.
Yeah,
it's hard.
It is.
Yeah, no, but the rest of the holiday went off mostly without a hitch. I tried not to be the problem. I'm always the problem. What am I? It's in my blood. I don't know. I try to be a good guy, and I have villainous tendencies, I guess. I don't know what
do or do not. There is.
Well, it is what it is.
I just stand proud. I do not. I am the problem.
Yeah, I'm the whole fucking problem. No, it was good. It was good.
Good.
Very tired because I did work Christmas Eve into Christmas morning. So wasn't a whole lot of sleep on Monday, and I got fussed out for almost dozing off on the couch because it was nighttime by the time we started doing Christmas.
Jeez.
All the men were falling asleep on the couch.
Jeez.
Like, I'm not the only one. See?
Yeah. I don't know. I think that would be hard to have to deal with work and holidays all at the same time.
I didn't have a choice. You
Yeah.
got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, for sure.
I got to work New Year's too, so it is what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't have anything for what's in the box because I didn't get shit. Whatever Christmas, we did all that. I don't know. Let's talk about the movie. What'd you think of National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation? You said you'd never seen this one before, right?
Yeah, but apparently I had at some point.
Oh, okay.
So
it was more than just bits and pieces you saw. You probably saw it so long ago you didn't really know what it was or whatever.
Well, no, I think I ended up watching it and I counted it as a watch at some point because I went back and was looking in my IMDb. I rate movies on there and stuff like that, so that way I can know what I've watched and what I haven't watched and stuff like that. And I just use that as a little bar gauge. And
Huh.
so yeah, I apparently counted it as a watch at some point, and I saw enough of it that I was just like, oh, okay, that was the whole movie. I got to the end of the movie and I was like, oh, okay, I have seen this. I have seen this all the way through. So,
uh,
but yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I mean,
it's kind of a snapshot of Christmas now, of Christmas pasts,
mm-hmm,
because of some of the things that happen in it. Times have changed, and like him putting all the lights on the house, and his dad saying, well, if one bulb goes out, they all are out. That's the thing of the past, because now
right,
all LED lights, if one LED bulb goes out, the rest of them stay lit, so you don't have to
yeah,
worry about that anymore.
yeah, for sure.
But yeah, just little nuances and stuff you pick out, and it's like, oh, we don't do that anymore.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Still need those moose eggnog glasses though.
Yeah, you caught that, huh? That's a nod to one of the previous vacation movies where they go to that the amusement park. What was it, Wally World? I think they called it.
Yeah, probably.
Something like that. I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen that one. So
Yeah.
I watched it. We sat down. We had a movie night here with the kids, and we watched it. And they, oh my God, laughing at it, and going, I can't believe that. And then having to stop it and explain. Now, hang on. Now it was like this back then, okay? So, but they loved it, and I was telling them about some of the other movies, and there is I think 5 of them. Hang on
Hang on, you cut out.
hang on 1 second, okay? I'll be right
Yeah.
back.
Okay. IMDb. National Lampoons. I did
Okay,
see that
sorry
there's
about
a
that.
yeah, no problem.
Had one of my kids needed a question answered, and I didn't have the answer off the top of my head, so I got to look it up. So yeah, there's one where there's like a European vacation.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a little weird. I don't know. Something popped up on my phone. European vacation, and the one where they go to the amusement park. There's the Christmas vacation. There's a Vegas vacation, and then there's another movie where Rusty has grown up. He's the dad, and there's a vacation movie for that, and I don't remember what that one's called, and I haven't seen
Christmas Vacation 2015.
it. Is it? No, it's not Christmas, is it?
Well, Jessica's saying I did see Christmas Vacation 2015, which would imply that's a sequel, like a 2.
Huh.
So
I'm not sure. Let's see. What am I looking for? Pardon me just a minute. Yeah, my youngest daughter did not like the what happened to the cat. Because
yeah,
she likes cats. So
yeah.
she's like, no, not the cat.
Dude, that thing was fried. It was gone.
Yeah, there was nothing
wild.
left of it.
Ed Helms and Chris Hemsworth. Okay, so did did his kid grow up and did they keep the same actors? Because that's the dude
No,
who was in Big Bang Theory.
they did not actually. All of the kids are different in every movie, but it's still the same characters. So they
Oh,
got
weird.
different actors to play the kids in every single movie.
Ugh. Ah, well, this was back in the day when people didn't care about continuity and
Well, I think it was
contracts.
done that way on purpose because of the length of time between each of the movies, and they needed the kids to stay a certain age through the movies. So, by the time the Vegas movie happens, they're entering adulthood.
Mm.
So it gives a little bit of them growing up, but still it's
Okay.
excuse me. So they don't stay kids forever like the
Yeah.
Simpsons.
Where's the other? There we go.
Yeah, I'm terrible
Okay.
with some of these actors' names, so I would have to look up that name. I don't know everybody. I
Yeah.
generally don't really follow too much with the actors and stuff. I just okay, yeah, I enjoyed you in the movie. It's cool. I mean, I've met so many famous people. You wouldn't believe if I told you, and they appreciate people not geeking, fanning out every single interaction.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, all right. First of all, I'm working. You came to my place where I'm working, and food industry at a casino and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, what do you want? I don't care who you are. What do you want? You're just another person to me. And
Next.
they were like, hey man, that's really cool. Thank you. I think they appreciated being treated like a normal person. I did feel bad for one of them though, and because nobody recognized him except for me, and I screwed up and said who it was, and it was like the whole restaurant stopped, and everybody came from the back, and like one by one, all the cooks, the dishwashers, the servers,
Oh, jeez.
by the table. And I'm like, I can't believe y'all are doing this because we're not supposed to do that. We are
Yeah.
not. We're not supposed to ask for their autograph. We're not supposed to, you're supposed to leave them alone. And that's what I did. So, but whatever, you know,
Excuse me.
you famous actor, I don't care.
Yeah.
You're just a person. I've talked to CEOs where I work at before, and people couldn't believe how I'm talking to the CEOs and stuff, the
Yeah.
manner of how I'm speaking to them. I'm like, it's just a person just like I am. Who cares?
Right. What's the big deal? Seriously.
Yeah, you see him in the hall. Hey, Bob, how you doing? Like, you can't call him that. Like, that's his name.
It's his name. Why can't I call him
You on
that?
a first name basis with the CEO? Hell yeah, I am. When I'm
I
trying to
am
get
because I
snotty.
said I am.
No, when I'm trying to get snotty with me one time, I told him, don't, no. I've seen where I've seen your private toilet. I know where you shit. Okay, don't get high and mighty with me. All right, when you clog your toilet, you're gonna call me to deal with it. That's gross. They just laugh and laugh. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Like whatever. I don't care.
Oh goodness. Okay, so the movie. I the whole premise is hilarious. Uh, the the thing that he rubs on the bottom of the sled was
Oh.
it,
First of all, where he works, it's I can't even begin to say it. It's so long and drawn out. It's they make like food additives, like the
Mm-hmm.
bad shit.
Yeah.
Like he got some award for creating a cereal varnish to keep the milk from making the cereal soggy. Like,
Right.
oh, that sounds disgusting.
Right.
And then what did he say? It was a lubricant that was like 1,000 times slicker than something another.
Yeah.
So tell me what you think about that scene.
I thought that scene was great. Oh, and cousin Eddie, when he's just like, this part of my head, no good. I don't want to go down with. What about brain damage? It's just like,
he,
dude, you already
he had a,
have brain damage.
he had a metal plate in his head from an accident, and every time they turned the microwave off, he'd go cross-eyed and piss himself.
Yeah.
So they took it out and put a plastic one in.
Yeah.
He was afraid to dent it because then his hair just wouldn't part right.
Yeah, his hair wouldn't part right. It's like, that's what you're concerned about.
Yeah, like no, you're not worried about death. You're worried about your hair parting. Oh God, I love Cousin Eddie though.
Yeah.
I
And
may
someone
be.
made a comment that he had his own movie, but I don't follow National Lampoon's anything. So
I think I might be the Cousin Eddie in my family. oh, oh,
oh
but
goodness.
he ended up saving the day by the end. So
Yeah. Doing the thing that no one thought he would actually do.
right. Because
Calling
that
out
bonus
the
wouldn't have happened if that wouldn't have happened.
Yep. Yep,
So
he
go
really
Cousin
called him
Eddie.
out.
oh, oh God. But yeah, it's a funny movie. If
Yeah, it
you
is.
haven't watched it, you need to.
Yep, I agree. It is definitely worth watching at least once, if not. I mean, dude, it's on all the time around Christmas. So,
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, and the senile aunt that shows up.
oh,
She's the one that had the cat. She wrapped the
yeah,
cat up as a gift.
right.
Didn't get the blessing right, said to pledge allegiance. And then when the sewer blew up and Santa goes flying, she's singing the Star
No,
Spangled Banner.
yes, absolutely
Oh,
hilarious.
so many broken windows in this movie.
Yeah.
Almost every scene, there's something coming through a window.
Yeah, dude. And I mean,
And those neighbors.
Dreyfus. Yeah, the Dreyfus. Oh, that was hilarious. That they were
I don't know if I hate those neighbors or if I just feel sorry for them.
a little bit of both. I think
They were
they're definitely like that
tacky.
snobby couple that is just like too good for everyone, and then you're just like, here's this bumbling neighbor who's just wrecking their lives, has no clue. It's just like, I feel bad
Oh,
for you, but
God.
you sort of deserved it in the end because
What
you
I
are
want
a
to
snob.
know, what I want to know is at the beginning of the movie when they're going to go get a Christmas tree, they decide not to buy one. Then they go out in the woods to get one, and Rusty asks him if he brought a saw or an
Saw.
axe or something.
Yeah.
How the hell did they pull that tree out of the ground?
No idea.
That's what I want to know. Clark's like maybe he's the other Clark. Maybe he's Superman.
Yeah, he could be.
Roots and all, just whoop.
Yeah.
And then when they get home with it and neighbors see it, the guy asks him, where do you think you're gonna put a tree that big? And he says, bend over and I'll show you.
Yeah.
And then I forget what he says back. He says something, and then Clark goes, well, I wasn't talking to you. And then he looks at his wife or girlfriend, whoever she
Yeah.
is. I'd forgotten about that part. I
Yeah.
busted out laughing. The kids were looking at me like, I don't get it. And I'm like, good.
You wouldn't yet. Just wait a few years.
Yeah, you're not gonna get it yet. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny how you watch a movie as a kid and then later you appreciate that movie for different reasons and you realize, wow, I can't believe my parents let me watch this because it
Oh
is
yeah.
filthy.
Oh yeah.
Just with all the
Thanks,
adult content and
Mom.
stuff. Like, uh, I didn't have to worry about that. I mean, other than Little Mermaid and Star Wars.
The Little Mermaid.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
you got to explain this. You were worried about the Little Mermaid?
No. No, I wasn't worried.
Oh, those were movies you didn't have to worry about.
No, those were movies
I'm confused.
I am too, so get in the club.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah, moving on.
So, let's see. Any other points? What anything stand out for you?
Not that I can think of.
So the shopping mall scene still made me feel kind of uncomfortable when he was bumbling through that with the sales lady.
Yep.
It made me uncomfortable as a kid watching him fumble and bumble through that, and that still made me uncomfortable as an adult. I'm going,
Yeah.
oh God, what are you doing?
Right. It's just like I have a hard time believing that. Okay, because I'm not smooth at all, but and I just have a hard time believing that anyone could be that much of a bumbling idiot around just because a girl was there. Like, I don't know.
I'm a bumbling idiot around regular people, so
Well, right.
I'll say something and I'm like, what did I say? I don't know. That didn't sound right. Hang on.
Yeah, I do that all the time too.
I mean, all the time, and I'm just trying to tell somebody, have a good day or whatever, and I'll
You're
muck
like,
that
have a
up
good
somehow.
way.
Yeah, I'm like, have a, I don't know. I screwed that up recently, and afterwards I'm like, what did I say? How did I get that wrong?
Oh, goodness.
I think I said something like, I hope you enjoy the rest of your time or something like that. I was like, they probably like, what did he say when I started walking away? I just
You've
rolled with
done
it.
your
Like,
job.
yep, I said it. What the crap did I just say?
Yep, you
This
did
is
the
at
right
work
thing.
too. I bumble and fumble at work all the time, and I'm going, I don't know what I'm saying. I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea what's going on. That's just how it is.
So,
Yeah. Oh, what one thing? Like, okay, when he gets trapped in the attic,
yeah.
and then he's standing on the attic, and he falls through the
Oh,
sheetrock. Why didn't he
oh,
just go through the hole that he made? He stays
I
up there.
know.
Okay,
Yeah,
I've
that
said my piece.
I don't know why he didn't do that. I mean, he's already crashed through and there's a hole in the roof or
Oh
there's a
yeah,
hole in the ceiling. So it's like you're going to have to repair that anyway. Just finish crawling through and get out.
yeah.
I don't know. But anyway, Happy New Year. Let's
Yeah.
talk about the next movie, End of Days.
So I had a hell of a time finding this movie to watch, and I apologize to anybody that, upon my recommendation, searched for it, could not
mm,
find it, or had as much trouble as I did. I found it finally late one night. So I stayed up to watch this thing just so we could talk about it on the show because it's been a while since I've seen it. Have you seen it before?
no, I had not.
So you had not seen this one. Okay. So this
Yeah,
was,
no.
I think it was 1999. I think
Yeah.
it was released in 1999. So it is 1999 in the movie. Okay.
Yeah.
So the premise is Satan needs to
Consummate with this one woman.
Well, yeah, okay, we'll say it that way, and impregnate her to create an offspring between the hour of 11 p.m. and 12 p.m. Don't ask about time zones; it's weird.
Yeah,
they're in New York. We'll leave it at that.
well, they even played that as a joke. They're like, "What?
Right.
What are we talking about? Time zone here? What are you talking about?"
so so it's got probably one of the coolest openings in a movie that I can remember in recent history of just sheer explosive awesomeness.
Yeah, I mean, he shows up, makes out with this chick, pulls out her boobie right in the middle.
Wait. Let's back up. Dude just shows up, regular guy. He's there to meet somebody. He's there to meet a couple, probably on business or whatever. So he's minding his own business. Regular dude, regular Joe, just like you and me. Shows up. Okay, I gotta go take a leak or something. Dude gets possessed by Satan in the bathroom. That's a hell of a way to go. so Satan, and he's just this clear gelatinous thing, and he getting flung all over the bathroom and everything, which is bad enough. So he gets taken over by Satan. Then he comes out of the bathroom, walks back up to the couple that he was there to meet, grabs the woman by the back of her head, pulls her head back, takes his other hand and shoves it down her dress and grabs a tit and just deep Frenches her right there in front of her husband. Yeah. And her husband is like, what the hell? And she's into it. Of course, we're talking about Satan at this point. It's Satan doing this. He's possessed this man's body. So just like that,
Satan being Satan, he's apparently a really good kisser.
Done and over, and he walks out of the building, and the whole fucking place just explodes, and he just keeps on walking through the fire and flames.
Yep. And it's literally licking at his heels and stuff as he's walking away. Oh boy, that was definitely explosive. But yeah, I mean, I suppose it also introduces the girl before too, because then it was like 20 years later to 1999. But anyway, I don't know what I was saying about that, but
I was waiting. No, so so we meet our hero. He's I don't know what, deadbeat cop or whatever. And they're pretty much like bodyguards for hire.
Yeah.
And his buddy comes up for their, tells them about their next job or whatever, and it's our guy Satan that they have to protect. They don't know he's Satan.
Yeah.
He's just some banker asshole.
Yeah, Wall Street.
Yeah. So little do they know. So yeah, it gets all wrapped up in a shooter tries to take out the guy that they were hired to protect, and turns out he's a priest, and there's a bigger connection to it, and they're trying to take him out, and it's not working. So then they start going after the girl that's preordained to be his wife, as he comes to call her later on. And she don't want to have nothing to do with it. She says she's had these dreams her whole life, even as a little girl, that this guy's been after her.
Yeah.
And yeah, so one thing leads to another. Our hero meets up with a girl finally, and he's trying to protect her, and the church is trying to kill her instead of
Yeah,
Satan's
just deal
vessel
with
at this
Satan.
point.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like,
Well, because there's two different factions. There's the group that thinks we have to take her out in order to stop this impregnating fiend to occur.
yeah, because in their mind, if she doesn't exist, then he can't do what he needs to do.
Right.
So and we'll prevent the ending of everything as we know it, because what the whole purpose of this is, once Satan does what he's supposed to do with her, it by midnight it opens up the gates of hell and brings about a new age to
Yeah.
where he's in control and not God.
Mm-hmm.
So that's Satan's whole purpose of, his whole motivation of trying to do this is so that he can get control over the realms of men.
Mm-hmm. Excuse me. Gosh. Yeah.
It is very much an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie.
It is. Oh, dude, and when they first cut to him and he's like just absolutely annihilated. He's like so wiped out, and he takes his coffee that his buddy brings him, pours it in this mixer, picks up pizza off the fucking floor, tosses it in, smells the ramen noodles and whatever else that he had in leftover takeout, throws that in, and blends it all together, and then drinks it.
Yeah.
Oh,
all while his guns are out. It's like, yeah, you don't look like that drinking that kind of crap.
right. You want to be shredded? You have to do this to get shredded. But yeah. That turned my stomach so bad. And I was watching that because I had it on my friend's Plex server, and so that's where I was watching it. And my wife was sitting there watching it. She's just like, she was like trying to not barf all over the floor. I'm just like, okay,
gross.
You are not helping. You are worse than the movie at this point.
Oh God!
Because I can turn off the movie in my head, but I still have her over here gagging and choking like she's literally about to spew everything.
Yeah,
she's like, yeah,
that was pretty gross.
Yeah. My kids do that too. It drives me crazy because they learned it from her. They're always just like, bleh, bleh. Do that weird. It's like almost gagging, like puking sound. It's just like, yes, I get it. You don't like this part. I don't either.
Oh boy. So an interesting thing. There's another movie that I remember the actor that plays our Satan in this movie, and he was in another movie called Stigmata. But in that one, he plays a priest.
Mm-hmm.
And it was released in 1999. So he got to play a priest and Satan in the same year. But then if you look this guy up, he was also the guy from Cool World that had sex with a cartoon character. So this guy's all over the place.
Yep. He was just taking whatever came his way, apparently. Which, I mean, that's what
but no, he's a good actor. I'll give
Nicolas Cage.
Yeah. That's a rough one. No, this guy, he's a good actor though. He's not terrible. He does a good job with his roles.
Yeah, I agree. I think Nicolas Cage.
Can't remember his name.
But neither can I. And I'm not going to try to look it up because my computer will freeze. and that's
Yeah,
why I'm being
I'm not even gonna bother because I won't be able to say his name right anyway. He's
probably
like
not.
he's an Irish actor or something, but you wouldn't think, he does a pretty good American accent.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's weird how, I don't know, some people just don't have, or they manage to do American accents really well.
Oh yeah,
Like Hugh
yeah.
Jackman.
It's funny to listen to them turn it off and
Yeah.
speak how they normally speak. You're like, wait, what?
It's just like, wait,
Wait a
wait,
minute.
wait, 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 wait.
Yeah.
It's amazing how sometimes like you're sitting there watching and you're like, wait a minute, this dude looks familiar. This dude looks familiar. And then you realize, oh, I have to change the accent. It's like going to select a different language, and then all of a sudden, boom, it clicks and it makes sense. Like, oh, he's British. It's just like, dang it.
That's acting.
Yeah, I don't know.
Some can do it, some can not.
Yeah. But so thoughts on this movie? Did you like it? Did you not like it?
Oh, this movie caught a lot of hell when it came out. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know. I guess because Arnold Schwarzenegger was in it, everybody expected it to be this big blockbuster, and it wasn't. Critics tore it apart. It was made fun of for the ending, the way they portrayed the creature form of Satan,
Mm-hmm.
bad CGI and all that kind of stuff. And I mean, they tore
I've
this
seen
movie
worse.
apart. But yes, there is much worse out there. This
Yeah,
movie is not that bad.
it really isn't.
It's not great, but it's not a steaming turd,
Yeah.
It's watchable.
Yeah.
Maybe not all the time, but it's watchable.
No, I plus I mean it was I had also just recently watched it was like an Arnold Schwarzenegger kick because we watched Fubar recently, which he's like this CIA guy and has to discover that his daughter is also in the CIA and drama ensues and all this stuff. So I don't know. They also did this bit where in order it's like an okay, I'm gonna put this in terms that you can hopefully escape room. You know how people are have escape rooms and they have to do stuff and figure it out.
Mhm.
Well, they are essentially in an escape room, and without giving too much of the plot away, and they realize, oh, this this computer is from the 90s. If we just overclock it and speed up the time and do all this stuff, you can essentially get it to fast forward to the date of 1999 where it crashes. And that's exactly what they were all talking about in this movie. Oh, all this stuff is going to happen. Keep your phones off and all the other drama with that was a Y2K and whatnot. So
Yeah.
it was the ultimate resolution for the escape room was basically what was threatened to come to pass in this movie. It's
Uh,
just it was just a funny, it was just a really weird, ironic, like, oh, that's weird.
well, thank you, Arnold Schwarzenegger, for saving us from Y2K.
Yeah,
Who
yeah.
knew?
Yep.
There were higher stakes than we realized.
Yep, there certainly were. But yes, like you said, it's a watchable movie, and I enjoyed it. I I forget what I rated it, but doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't worry about
That
ratings.
was good. That was decent.
I didn't I didn't stop watching it. I didn't
Right,
turn it
right.
off at some point through it, which I've done for certain movies. Like
Yeah.
I can't do this.
Yeah. There are certain ones that are just like, okay, I either need to pause this or I need to kill myself. Those are the only two options. So it's like you have to
Yeah.
pause it and then come back to it later if you feel up to it. Like it's like, okay, that wasn't so bad. I think I can do it again. And you have to hit play, and then it's just like, all right,
I mean,
okay.
it's no coffee, pizza, ramen smoothie, but you know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but anyway,
You won't find that on the menu at Starbucks.
right. Oh, thank goodness.
The Arnold Special.
Yep. Oh boy. Okay, so I have no idea. I didn't get a chance to talk to Nick to find out how he wants to work next week because you aren't going to be here next week.
Correct. I am not going to be here because of a schedule change at work.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
So
outside of your control, nothing you can do about that. But
yeah. If I'm able to tune in, I'll join in the conversation, one way or the other. But
yeah,
my hopes are not high because of the schedule itself, and I will be alone. So yeah, outlook is not good.
Yeah. As far as movies go for next week, I don't know. Just stay tuned to our Instagram, and I will try to update it as soon as possible with what movies we're gonna watch. I don't think we're gonna continue with the New Year's theme, so it's just open to watch whatever. I know for a fact I want to watch Rebel Moon, the new Zack Snyder movie that's out on Netflix. So yeah. Yeah, that's all I got. You have anything else to say?
I have nothing else to add.
All right. Well, yeah, so like I said, stay tuned and I'll let you know what we're going to watch as soon as possible. As soon as I know, I will do that. And
Hey, we both made it.
Yeah.
It's the end. We both made it. a little sketchy there. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to stick around this episode.
Yeah. All right. I am the cowboy hatless dude that is not entertaining. So I'm gonna put you out of your misery.
We're closing out this season of Geek-Men and Masters of the Thunder Nerds for what year is it? 2023. So
yes, I think so.
We'll see you next season in the new year.
Yes, absolutely.